Hello! Welcome to Explore Home Repeat. My name is Matt.
I'm Izzy.
And today we are at All Things Wild near Evesham. Sort of a little small family zoo. Really interested to see what this place is going to be like. I've no idea what to expect. As always, we're here to find out what it's like, if you should go, and if it's worth the ticket price. So, you ready to go?
Let's go!
So they do have a load of activities every day, and at the entrance they've got this screen to show you everything that's going on. So animal encounters, shark tooth panning, dino train, meerkat feeding, meet the rabbits, a lemur walkthrough, and this is a map of kind of the whole area. So there's various routes and sort of walk-through areas. This is obviously the dinosaur trail over here. This is the entrance down the bottom, and loads of stuff to explore. So it's not a massive place, but it looks like it's got a fair selection of animals. So now we're going to explore outside before it rains, and then I think we'll come back. So this place is definitely meant for kind of families with kids, isn't it? You've got a great big play park over here. There's loads of swings and kind of parky areas. So plenty to see and do so far, and a good few animals. It's always good when you see an animal you've never seen before.
I don't know why we've never seen one of these.
But this is a Taira. So I don't know much about it. It's from kind of Central America. Looks a bit sort of like a Wolverine type thing. It's probably not related to that entirely, but just never seen anything like that before. So now we're going into adventures. Quite sure what's in here. Whoa, again, quite well themed in here. I like all of that.
It's quite open, so I guess they have schools in and everything to showcase all these animals.
So this adventure area has really cool theming. Old sort of colonial kind of look to it, with all jungly kind of camouflage netting up on the roof. They obviously do some kind of talking here with these benches. It's really well done. So they've got all kinds of insects and reptiles in this adventure area, and this absolute beauty of a tarantula. This cage with a cotton top tamarin in is clever because it's just normal caging around it, but they've put in a kind of glass perspex sheet with a frame around it, so you've got a nice clear view into the middle of the enclosure. That is a really good idea. So where are we off to?
I think Dino Land.
Dino Land sounds good. And I've got this area over by the dino train, and they've got a barefoot walk for kids. There's with a foot wash and a mud kitchen. There's then little kind of water area, and some football goals, things like that, and then another big park over here as well. They've got this area with loads of pedal tractors and big car tyres, and some bigger sort of go-karty type things as well. So again, so much to do for kind of kids once they get to toddlers and older.
We're now stepped back in time.
Yeah, we have. Just got to keep a lookout for dinosaurs. There was a sign there that said you're not allowed to stroke or feed the dinosaur.
Wow.
So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
This dinosaur walk just keeps going and going and going. I thought it was going to be kind of a little 5-minute and you're round it. And so far we've probably been going a good 15 minutes. And I think, by the looks of it, we're only about halfway round. So it is worth noting that a lot of the paths, particularly on some of these trails, are quite sort of muddy. So if it's a rainy day or whatever, just keep that in mind, that you're going to need some fairly decent footwear. We've done the dino walk, now we're coming back through the dino barn. Oh, it is really dark.
Like being under the sea, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like dinosaurs, but subaquatic. Oh, there's a big one. There we go. So there's one swimming about. They're just TV screens, but the effect is quite good. It looks even better on camera than I think it does in real life. Well, quite a lot of the TVs aren't working.
The idea's there, but it's not quite executed.
No, that's it. I guess it's a tiny little place really, so they've not got a lot of money. So they've tried to do stuff. And then they've got a kind of indoor bit with loads of dinosaur models as well. Again, it's really quiet in here. I don't know if it's because it's a fairly nice day, everyone's outside, but the indoor bits appear to be absolutely empty.
So as you can see, we just did the dinosaur route, and actually it's pretty big when you see it on the overall map. And now we're going to go to the farmyard and see all the animals. The pygmy goats were meant to be in the other field. And now they're actually at the exit gate. I think they want to escape.
Just got to be careful not to let them out, I think.
Well, it says please close the gate behind you, and I think the gate has been opened and they are free.
We were just speaking to a keeper and they said they've escaped 4 times today already. So the goats know how to get out. They just wait by the gate, wait for someone to walk out, and they all just sneak through. And there's no stopping them. So it does look like they should normally have like a lemur walk-through enclosure. Doesn't appear to be open at the minute. In actual fact, this lemur walkthrough is a timed activity. So you have to look at the daily itinerary on that screen at the entrance to find out when it's open. Now we're going to head into the tropical reptile room.
So we bypassed this earlier to go to like the outdoor bit. So let's see what animals we can find.
Straight away. Wow, look at that python. That is absolutely massive. It's like an almost albino one colour. So that's our day over here at All Things Wild. What did you think?
Yeah, I think it was really good. I mean, there's a lot going on, and if you've never been here before like us, it's hard to navigate like where you're going at first.
Yeah, I think they could do with a few more maps scattered around. There weren't too many, and there is kind of a lot of areas, and some of them are quite kind of far away from each other. For what is a small zoo, it's actually sort of quite expansive. I know that doesn't really make sense, but things are quite spread out. Also, a really good selection of things to see.
Yeah, like we've seen zebras, pygmy goats,
Yeah, dinosaurs, all those kind of static areas with the dinosaurs and sharks. Loads of playground areas for kids as well. Loads of stuff for kids to do. All those sort of ride-on tractors, things like that. Cafe didn't look up to much, I have to admit.
No, I mean, we didn't go in there in the end, but even when we did for the afternoon, they were closing up, so we didn't
about
actually get a
3
chance.
o'clock they looked like they were sort of finishing with hot food and everything. There are a few bits that are kind of looking a little bit run down, a little bit ramshackled, and then other areas that are really well done, nicely themed, obviously look a lot newer, so I guess they're trying to kind of update things as they go.
We didn't get to go on a train ride.
The events, you have to look at that screen at the visitor centre. They weren't on very often and seemed to be kind of sporadic through the day, so unless you've just happened upon one, I think you really have to look at that list and see which ones you want to go to and get to them at that specific time. With that being said, we're off home. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Bye!